Alrighty, so let's do a little simple interest video. So I wrote simple interest, so I have $300. I'm going to put in the bank for 6 years, 1.5% interest rate, and simple interest at that. So my question to you is number one, how much at the end of 6 years is in my account? Let me scoot that over. How much at the end of the year, 6 years, is in my account? Second question, how much interest did I earn? Between these three formulas, which one goes where? And if you notice, I have an extra. Stop the video, figure that out. Alrighty, now that you're back, what's the key word to number one? At the end of the year. Wouldn't that be the balance? Wouldn't that be the total? Which one's total? Probably the adding one. So this one is question one. Question two, how much interest did I earn? Well, is it this one or is it this minus P? Yeah. And did we have both? No. This one's invalid. This was question two. The subtract goes to compound interest. The add goes to simple interest. So, trick question, don't use that. So, let's talk about number one. You have $300, 6 years, 1.5% simple interest. Don't you just plug the numbers in and multiply? I think so. I equals 300. And then interest rate is 1.5%. Wouldn't that be 0.015? Don't you move the decimal 2 places forward? That's 1, 2. 6 years. What are you supposed to do now? Yeah, multiply. Guess what? You were taught how to multiply. I hope you remember. Why don't you? When you multiply, I would pick carefully who you multiply. I'd probably do these two because they're going to be the hardest. I think I can multiply by 3 and add 2 zeros. This is easy. Do these two first. So 0.015 times 6. Yeah, got to know some skills, right? 6 times 5 is 30. Carry my 3. 6, 7, 8, 9. 6 times 0. God, I hope you got 0. 3 places. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. How much money is that? 9 pennies. Got it. 0.09. So these two numbers give me 0.09. I'm not going to use that extra 0. What if it was a number? Fine, I'd keep it. But right now I'm not. So I need 300 times 0.09. That's 0, 0. Yeah, 9 times 3, 27 maybe. 2 places, dot. If you're struggling with this, you're struggling with multiplying. Interesting. Question 2. It says, and real quick, is that how much? We'll go back to question 1. Is that all you need to write? How much at the end of the year? Do they have $27 at the end of 6 years? Well, what the heck happened to the 300? By the way, would plus P fit in here right now? It would. Plus, I think, 300. So what is 27 plus 300? Yeah, maybe $327. Now, that's my total balance at the end of the year. By the way, that's total. I might as well write it. Part 2 said how much interest did I earn. I actually already did that one. So that's going to be this piece right here. So this answer is interest. $27. If you're struggling with this, you're struggling with multiplying. Let's do compound. So let's talk about compound interest. Wouldn't that be that A equals P parenthesis 1 plus R parenthesis caret top T, or A equals P parenthesis 1 plus R caret top T? Is it minus or plus P? Well, that one has adding, so I think you need less than adding, maybe subtracting. So what is this one versus this one? This one's not total, so this one is. If this one's total, this one's interest only. When would you need this? When you want to, I don't know, buy a car, a house, washing machine, any of those things if you want them. So I want to know how much money's at the end of the 2 years. So at the end of 2 years, what would that be? What is the balance at the end of 2 years? Balance 2 years. Does that sound like interest only to you? Me either. So I believe we want this one, total. All right, let's do that. So wouldn't that be A equals, what was your P number? 4,000. Parenthesis, $1 plus, what's the interest rate? I believe 0.043. Yeah, you have to move the decimal twice, don't you? You sure do. And there's a little 2 there because that's the exponent. But I don't need to write minus P because I don't need that one. So it would be really nice to have a calculator right about now too, wouldn't it? So that's 1 point, that looks like a colon. Let me fix that. Sorry. Let me try to fix that. So wouldn't that be 1.043 to the second power times 4,000? So real quick, what was the first step? Didn't you do parentheses? Yeah. Would you do exponents or would you multiply? Exponents. And what is 1043 times 1043? That's going to be cute. And then what would you do after that? I think you multiply by 4,000. Let me get a calculator. We won't do these by hand. You're welcome. Alright, so I've got my calculator. It's got stuff on it. Second plus 712. Cleared. Perfect. So you're going to type that in. And for me, you're just going to type in the first one. So that's 4,000 parenthesis, that's 1 plus 0.043 parenthesis caret, I believe 2. There you go. What about those of you that are concerned that you're not going to put the decimal in the right place? I understand. Why don't you type 4,000 parenthesis 1 plus 4.3? Is that 4 point? Yeah. 4.3 divide by 100 parentheses. So you got 1 plus 4.3 divided by 100. Dividing by 100 would move the decimal for you. And PEMDAS would do division before it would add anyway. And then wouldn't that still be caret top 2? If I did it right, I should get the same answer. That's good news. I did it right. The answer is 4351. So the compound interest is 4351 point, I don't remember, 40, because I would round to 2 places. So that's all their money. How much interest did they earn though? So you got some options. You can redo this whole formula or process some cents. How much money did you put in the bank? 4,000. How much did they give you? 4,351. How much did you earn over that money? Could you just take these two numbers and subtract? I think that would make good sense to me. Sorry, my paper keeps moving. So if you take 4351.40 and subtract 4,000, wouldn't that tell you your interest? I think so. So wouldn't that be 0, 4, 1, 5, 3, done. This is interest earned. Yeah, hard stuff. I understand completely. No, I don't understand completely at all. This is strictly multiplication. If you're struggling with this, you're struggling with multiplication now, aren't you? By the way, P stands for principal, R is rate, T is time, I was simple interest, and A is compound interest. What if this was like 2 months? How would you do 2 months versus 2 years? Would you do add? No, you don't add years to that. You would do 2 divided by 12. All right, I will see y'all later. Goodbye.